Hey guys, good morning. It's Mike Chin here in Manila, Philippines. It's about 4:30 in the morning. Let's get this food day started. And the first place I'm going to, open 24 hours. Wow, 4 o'clock in the morning. There's still tons of people out and about in Manila. Uncle John's. This kind of looks like the 7-Eleven of the Philippines. This food stall I'm going to, I don't think I've ever tried this dish before. Oh, it's bustling. Look at this. Wow, there's a lot of people here. So this is Jim's, Pares, and Mami's. These stalls are usually always open 24 hours a day. Whoa! Oh, this looks freaking awesome.
Choose one, sir.
Oh, I get to choose one?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay, I'm choosing this one with the 2 bones.
Let's try it.
Wow. Okay.
250 OD.
Okay. Wow. This is so cool. I need some calamansi and chilies. So here's the good stuff right here. Okay, thank you, thank you.
And spicy.
Yeah, some chilies. Got some chilies, calamansi. Oh my gosh, I got something crazy looking. Squeeze some calamansi juice inside, throw my chilies in. I didn't get that much because the lady was giving me scary looks, so I think this chili really is gonna pack some punch. And then everyone's just eating this with a spoon. Look at this, oh my gosh. Ginormous chunks of stewed beef. This looks like beef broth for sure. And this is the Mami, this is the rice cake. And then they give you a egg. It's not a balut, is it?
No, it's just a boiled egg.
Just the boiled egg. Yeah, okay, that makes me feel better. Wow, so you can either get the pares with bone marrow or with noodles. Look at this bone marrow. This thing is just chock full of bone marrow. You can just go ahead and dig that straight out of the bones. Wow, look at that. I'm just gonna drop the bone marrow into my beef soup. I can't believe I've never had this before in the Philippines. Every time I come back, it's new stuff. Okay, this looks beautiful. There's so much marrow in here. I'm gonna get to the rest of the bone marrow later, but oh my gosh, this smells so beefy. Whoa, this is absolutely life-changing. How did I never try this before? Oh, that beef flavor is incredibly intense. Taste some different spices like star anise in here. This is one of the most beef-centric bowls of soups I think I've ever had. So with the noodles that everyone else got, this would have been just an incredible beef noodle soup. I'm eating some marrow with the soup and just adds so much awesome richness to this already beefy broth. Oh, look at all the meat that's on here. Holy moly. I'm actually glad it gave me rice. This is definitely one of those dishes that you need something, either rice or noodles, but you need something. This broth is so good, and I could definitely use more chilies too. You know what? I'm gonna pop the egg in here. I think the egg will be so good in this. I want this for breakfast every single day I'm here, if that's possible. Put some eggs in here. I'm so happy right now. Let me get back to this bone marrow. The outside meat is pretty much gone. I'm gonna try to scoop the marrow onto my rice. Look at this. Now my rice is glistening. Oh, this is so good. Bone marrow, anywhere you go, it doesn't cost you a pretty penny. This is such a good deal. 2 ginormous bone marrow with the soup and everything else. I think this whole set, about $4 US. This is beyond good. Oh, it's free rice cake. Savory and sweet. This beef broth is one of the best you can ever find anywhere. I kid you not. Oh, I love it so much. My soup is getting a little low, so you grab the extra soup. I love this soup. This is the good stuff right here. This might be one of the best breakfasts in the world. Just so much awesome beefy flavor. That was one of the best breakfasts I've had anywhere. So the plan is about 6 o'clock right now. There's a morning market that opens in about an hour. And that's a place I've never been before. So I'm gonna hit the gym and then go to the morning market. And before hitting, I just wanna give a big thank you and shout out to the sponsor of this video, Salcedo. If you don't know, Salcedo is a new eSIM service app offering seamless connectivity to over 160 countries and 8 regions. And all this without the need of a physical SIM card. And guys, if you ever travel abroad, trust me, Salcedo will save you so much hassle. I mentioned this in previous videos, but getting a local physical SIM card installed on your phone and making it work used to be one of my biggest headaches. Either I have to wait at the airport kiosk, there's always a line, and sometimes that won't even work. One time I got a SIM card from 7-Eleven, paid for it, installed it, wasn't compatible with my phone, and they won't take the SIM card back. That's why eSIM is such a game changer. It provides instant connectivity to wherever you're traveling to. It's incredibly convenient and you save money on roaming fees. And Salcedo is an app I've been using for a while now when I was traveling to South America, to Europe, and here in the Philippines. The app is so easy to navigate, and what I do is that before I head out to my next destination, I purchase the eSIM for wherever I'm going to and activate it before my flight takes off. That way, as soon as I land, I'm online. And this is especially useful because nowadays there's so many countries that don't do physical arrival cards anymore. Everything's online. Just like here in the Philippines, as soon as I landed here, I start filling out my arrival card. By the time the plane got to the gate, I was done. So if you are planning on traveling abroad, trust me, this is gonna save you so much hassle. Also, my favorite thing about this app, 24-hour support. And if your phone is not compatible with eSIM, you get your money back. And like I said, it's so simple. Just download the app, purchase the eSIM for whatever country you're going to, activate it before you take off, and when you land, you're connected. So if you want to give it a try, go to my link down below, or better yet, just download the Salcedo app, use my promo code DUMPLING for 15% off your order. And if you did purchase the eSIM on the Salcedo website, you should still download the app first. All right, I'll see you at the morning market. Good morning. Today is a Saturday, so that means the Salcedo weekend market is open, and I've never been to this market before, so this is pretty exciting. Oh, this must be popular, this Thai place. There's a lot of different food vendors here. There's noodles, there's tacos, there's produce, fruits and vegetables. Okay, this looks like a pretty big sized market. Okay, this place is way bigger than I thought. This grilled cheese sandwich looks good. Whole entire pig trotters, pork bellies. So this market opens at 7 a.m. It's about 9 a.m. right now, and it is just absolutely packed with people. Oh, look at this! I like the cutest little dog ever. This market is so much fun. Can't believe I've never been here before. There is everything you want to eat is in this market. Wow, there's so much to choose from. There's also tables set up so you can eat the food over there. Wow, that barbecue smells great. Whoa, also fresh seafood too. And this market even extends into the park itself. Thank you. You're welcome. And I got a couple of barbecue skewers. One of which, oh, look at that beautiful thing. Barbecue pork. Look at all the beautiful char, fresh off the grill. This is a pretty heavy skewer. The question is how to add my vinegar to my pork. Maybe nibble it and drizzle it on. Bite it, right? I think that's a good idea. That's what I thought, right? If you're just, ooh, little burst of vinegar in my mouth and plastic. All right, drizzle some on my pork. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, how does it taste? That's so good. Sweet, savory, fatty skewer of pork. A little bit of that nice char. This is the breakfast I needed this morning. Yeah, this was a good choice, especially at the end. You see all that nice, crispy fat. I love saving the best for last. Also, I got a barbecue chicken. I wish you guys can smell this. Look at how juicy this thing is and perfectly grilled. Add some vinegar onto my chicken. There we go. That is so awesome. They took the bone out. Zero hassles. Smoky, juicy. There's just tons of flavor. This thing is flavored by the fire. There's so much flavor in here, especially that skin. Is that good?
Yeah.
Where'd you get it?
There.
Halal?
Yeah.
That looks good. I saw you do a happy dance right there.
It's really good.
Is that good, huh? I gotta get some then. After my chicken. Oh, this does smell good.
Good to see you.
You too. Thank you. What's your name?
My name is Al, like Al Pacino.
Nice to meet you, Al.
Me too. This type of bread, we call it Sarge bread. It's very light. We use it for the shawarma, especially the chicken shawarma. That's why we use it. Spicy, chili, of course. And also now we're gonna just add some beef here.
Or you want this other one?
We marinate it actually with the Mecca Arabic spices, special Arabic spices, which is the secret. Once you're gonna do it. You like all the veggie, tomato,
Yeah.
onion,
Yeah.
pickles.
Yes.
It's Arabic pickles. Yeah, more spicy you like?
Sure.
Not you can make it a little bit crispy.
So my shawarma was dumped into the oil that's on the bottom of the spits, and now it's on the grill. Oh man, this is gonna be good. Oh my gosh, it's starting to get really hot here. Met Al back there, really nice guy. He told me I had to try the hummus and also the beef shawarma. This I am so excited about. Wow, look at that. Seared up nicely on the grill. Oh my God. Oh, this is awesome. First of all, this wrap is absolutely delicious. It's so thin, at the same time, incredibly chewy. And it toasts up so well. The beef shawarma is nice and smoky. There's some nice crispy pieces in here as well. The sauce is awesome. There's a lot of heat in this shawarma. Ooh, it's spicy, it's garlicky. Oh man. Oh wow, I just bit into the pickles too. Oh, the pickles are a nice touch. Something really crunchy and sour to balance out the richness of the beef. This thing is so juicy, by the way. Every time I take a bite, you really gotta utilize the bite and slurp method for this shawarma. Every single bite, the combined juices from the meat, the sauce, the tomatoes, everything just gushes out. It's so good. I'm so in love with this wrap, by the way. I love the shawarma. I'm sure I'm gonna love the hummus. I love this morning market. What is this? This thing is amazing. There's so much food. We don't have to travel anywhere. Everything is here. There's another one tomorrow. I'm going to it too. All right, let's try the hummus. This hummus looks so good. Oh man, I'm absolutely missing that shawarma right now. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for more wrap. Ooh, there's so much olive oil in here. I love it. Wow. Oh, that's good hummus. That's really good hummus. Wow. The olive oil is phenomenal. The hummus is so rich and creamy. And it's just absolutely perfect with the olive oil. Incredible. This thing is earthy, it's nutty. The tahini adds like a silky, buttery smoothness with just a subtle bitterness, very subtle bitterness, like the more mature cousin of the peanut butter. I love that so much. I should have added some of that to my shawarma. This is the type of hummus that will make anything taste better. I was really trying to pace myself because there's so many things I want to eat. Ah, man, this hummus is my weakness right here. This was definitely my happy place. Wow, I pretty much ate the whole thing. That's how good this is. So I met a really nice couple and they told me I had to try the soy milk here. Wow, look at the tofu. Tofu looks really good too. Got the soy milk. Oh, it's like silky smooth. No grittiness whatsoever. Sometimes fresh soy milk, you get some of that leftover soybeans, but not here at all. It's like drinking pure silk. That's delicious. That definitely helps with the heat, both temperature-wise and the spicy shawarma I just had. This is really interesting. Mushroom chips. And you can get different flavors. I chose wasabi. Wasabi mushroom chips. That's pretty interesting. These look like little oyster mushrooms. It's not bad. I don't know if wasabi is necessarily the best flavor. I just like wasabi a lot, but it's super crispy. Definitely a little oily. It breaks apart very easily in your mouth. I mean, if this is a healthy snack, I could definitely get on board with this. Like an alternative to potato chips. And this thing really crispy, earthy. I like that. That's a pretty good idea. So it looks like the longest lines are at this Thai stall and at a stall down at the end that sells nachos. Go for some Thai food. So it's approaching midday now. It's definitely getting a lot hotter. There's a lot more people here too. I think those will be my last couple of dishes here. I'm really excited about this though, mainly about the mango sticky rice. So I see everybody at that Thai stall getting the pad Thai. So that's what I got as well. So it's a tofu pad Thai. There's peanuts, sprouts, splash of calamansi. That's a pretty good bowl of pad Thai. That's really not bad at all. Noodles are nice and chewy. Plenty of peanuts and sprouts for a nice crunch. Good amount of heat. Nice sweet and sour flavor from the tamarind. That's a pretty solid bowl of pad Thai, I gotta say. I think I waited in line for like half an hour for this pad Thai. Pretty darn good. I'm really excited for this. I haven't had mango sticky rice in Southeast Asia in a long while. It's one of my favorite things to eat whenever I'm in Southeast Asia, mango sticky rice. To me, in the dessert world, there's not much better than this. This is one of those things I crave. The mango's perfect ripeness, juicy, extremely sweet. So juicy. Coconut milk on top, the sticky rice is perfect as well. Beautiful texture, awesome sweetness. I feel like the best ones are just the ones you find on street stalls. This is really something we can't find in the US because unless you're in Florida, the mangoes are not that good. That was just an absolute perfect mango. This just satisfies so many of my cravings right here. This place is getting a little too hot for me. I feel like I'm reaching my heat limit right now. I mean, day markets are awesome, but that's one reason night market is a little better. There's no sun. Boy, it's so hot today. It's dinner time right now. I have no idea what this area is. I think I'm on San Andreas, so maybe this is near the San Andreas market. But this is sort of, kinda in the same area as my hotel sites. I walked all the way here. This seemed to be a pretty bustling part of town. Looks like a lot of shops, a lot of food vendors. So I'm just gonna walk around and see if I can find something good to eat. There's this burger place. I don't know if this is a chain or just a neighborhood spot. I'll take a burger. So for about 70 cents, you get 2 burgers. Like good sized burgers too. They're like much bigger than like the White Castle burgers. Beef patty's not bad. Like a really fluffy bun. That's a really buttery burger. 70 cents for 2? That's a pretty darn good deal. I feel like these kind of areas where food stalls just pop up at night, they're everywhere. So I remember last time I was staying over by the airport, I found a similar area with just tons of food stalls and everything. There's a lot of people here waiting for something. That's takoyaki, but on the left, I think some kind of chicken. Oh, it's a milk tea place. Okay. So that place was more of a iced coffee place. There's a lot of kids drinking iced coffee. Maybe they're drinking something else, I don't know. But she recommended a chocolate iced coffee. Whoa, this is awesome. This thing is so chocolatey. Oh, and incredibly rich. This will keep you up at night. Oh, this restaurant looks nice. Tapa Supreme. It's got a really nice vibe to it. Beautifully designed. This is a really neat restaurant. And with the fan blowing, it's nice and cool here. I don't know if the food here is good or not, but it's definitely very affordable. On average, the breakfast dishes and the rice meals, like $1 or $2. So I got tap silog, perfectly fried egg, sitting on a bed of garlic rice, shredded beef on the side, some vinegar. Looks like a beautiful dish. That is pretty darn good. Gooey egg yolk. The garlic rice is nice and fluffy. The tapa is sweet, a little tangy, very, very beefy. And it's got a wonderful chew. I love that sweet, smoky, umami-filled flavor. Definitely. Gotta add some vinegar to balance out the sweetness a bit. Rich, hearty, full of flavor. I love how wherever you walk in the Philippines, I mean, definitely stay safe. Don't wander into like a bad area or something, but there's food everywhere. That's pretty awesome stumbling on this place. This place got a lot of people. Let's see. All right, let's take a look.
Sizzling.
Sisig?
Yes, sir. Sisig. Pork sisig.
Pork sisig? Yeah,
Yes.
pork sisig, please. Oh, tell me you hear that sizzle. Here, speak up. This is an absolute feast for my eyes and music to my ears. It's good sisig. The egg is scrambling on the hot plate as soon as it touches it. Pretty big pieces of pork. The skin is nice and crispy. The pork is tender. The garlic rice is nice and flavorful. Some chili peppers here as well to add some heat. There's some onions too. That tastes really good after it cooks on the sizzling plate. I love neighborhood places like this, especially when there's tons of people here. You know they're doing something right. Oh, I think I'm gonna walk home after this. About a 20-minute walk back to the hotel. It's a nice night. Not as hot as I thought it was gonna be. It's so nice to be able to just walk outside the hotel and just find a bunch of local spots. I think the location of this hotel, at least in terms of getting access to local foods, it's my favorite. Welcome to the Sunday market. As soon as you step into the park, yeah, I'm definitely smelling this. This curry smells so good. This looks like all traditional Filipino food. Oh, it's Chinese food here. Black pepper noodle, that looks good. This market literally just opened minutes ago, and there's already so many people. Hey, there's that Thai place I ate at yesterday. Fried watermelon, fried Twinkie. What? So this market, definitely some of the same vendors from yesterday, but also a lot of different ones too. That is a ginormous durian. That's huge. Definitely need to try some of the fruits. And compared to the market yesterday, there's way more tables, it seemed like, way more places to eat. And besides food, there's also clothing, there's bags. I think maybe some antiques too. I thought I was gonna get a jump on people by arriving as soon as this place opened, but man, people come to these things early. Oh, look at this. Oh, this smells good. So puto bonbon is one of my favorite desserts here in the Philippines, and it's basically a Filipino purple rice cake, and it's steamed in bamboo tubes. I think they're steaming it right below the charcoal.
With salted egg.
With salted egg?
Yes, like so.
Oh, it's bibingka. Oh wow, okay. I don't think I've ever tried this before. I'll definitely come back for that. There's barbecue stalls set up. Okay, let's get some breakfast.
So this is the black pepper sauce. So it's a mixture of some shallots, some garlic, and black pepper, of course.
Yeah.
There's a bit of peanut butter in there also to give it a bit of sweetness. Then I got it from a recipe from where I was working in one of these hotels, the casino hotels here in Manila. I hope you enjoy it, man.
Try well, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, there's the mushroom chips, people. Okay, yeah, you sold me, I want that. But why is it extra special? Because of salted egg?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so this is a local soda maker?
Yeah.
And you make your own ginger ale and butter beer. I haven't heard of butter beer since Harry Potter World. So this is the ginger ale. Oh, that's delicious. Okay, and the next is the butter beer. Wow, that's really buttery. I was gonna get a butter beer, but this ginger ale is really, really good. Now, gotta find a place to sit. And the problem with this market is that they don't have the standing tables, I guess the last market has. It's definitely a more comfortable seating situation, but there's less seats because I was really worried about my lechon. The crispy skin just being steamed inside this packaging. It's not good. Oh, this looks so beautiful. Beautiful golden color. There's so much fat. Look how juicy this lechon is. This is incredible. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. That's why I got these black pepper noodles with just some eggs because got plenty of meat right here. This looks great. You can smell the black pepper on these noodles. I've seen black pepper crab, never seen black pepper noodles. You know what? First bite of food gotta be lechon. Crispy skin. Oh my God. You can hear that all the way back in the US. Look at this perfectly crispy skin with a beautiful little layer of fat underneath. You can see the herbs that this pig is cooked with. And under the skin, there's fat, there's meat. You can see how juicy and glistening it is. Dunk it into the liver sauce. That's so freaking good. This pork is just so clean tasting, no gaminess whatsoever. I mean, this meat looks like it's gonna melt in your mouth. That's a melt in your mouth by the lechon. It's such an intense contrast between crispy skin and that melt in your mouth meat. My liver sauce is so delicious too. There's so much flavor and umami coming from the sauce. Oh, look at this. Oh, they cut me a piece of the belly. This is definitely the belly. Look at all that fat. This lechon, I feel like the meat tastes just as good as the skin. That fat renders instantly. This is some of the juiciest, tenderest lechon. Oh man, it gave me some of the ribs. You can see some of the cartilage in here. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is the tastiest piece so far. This has definitely touched all that delicious herbs inside the pig as well. It's so good. I totally forgot about my noodles. Wow. Oh, this smells so peppery. Wow. Oh, these are really good pepper noodles. You know, this goes so well with the lechon. And the lechon is, without the dipping sauce, a little bit mild, so it goes perfectly together. Oh, like it was meant to be by the food gods. Try the lechon. Chase it with the pepper noodles. Wow. No, it's definitely the right choice to get the ginger ale. There's a lot of ginger in here. That definitely cuts the richness as well. This is like a perfectly paired food and drink today. I didn't even do this on purpose. Okay, these noodles, they're really good. The texture's good, it's peanutty. The black pepper definitely brings a nice smokiness to these noodles. I like the crunch from the sprouts, the green onions. Again, that's so good with the lechon. I love this combo. This is something else I never tried before. This is a bibingka. And this is a Filipino rice cake. Ooh, smells so good. Wow, it's a coconut rice cake and it's cooked over hot charcoal. And they give you some shaved coconuts to drizzle on top. And he told me this is a special, very special rice cake because there's a salted egg inside. Whoa, look how spongy that is. This is already smelling so good. Wow, this is freaking delicious. It's so fluffy. This tastes like something I want to like make into a bed and sleep on. This is one of the fluffiest cake you'll ever see. Wow, they're so soft. The texture is absolutely angelic. It's subtly sweet. It's coconutty. Oh, here it is. Here's the egg. Here's the egg he was talking about right here. This is what makes this dish special. Or extra special. Interesting. Salted egg inside. So now this thing is sweet and savory. I never thought about like adding salted eggs to sweet desserts or cakes. That really works. This thing really just tastes like the most angelic of all angel cakes. It's got that such a beautiful aroma from the coconut and the banana leaves. And a really nice smokiness from the charcoal as well. This is so good. Add some shaved coconut inside to give it a more texture. Well, I definitely love the heck out of this. Another dish I never tried before. Seriously, every time I'm here, so many things I've never seen or tasted. Phenomenal. Oh yeah, this is something that's desperately needed right now. Today is definitely hotter, way more humid than yesterday. I think it's about to rain or something. Oh, this halal looks awesome. This thing is filled with everything with a flan on top. Whoa, this ice is way finer than all the other ones I've had. That is a really, really creamy flan. Velvety, very rich and eggy. Oh, that's delicious. The ice is a lot finer too. This is the special halal, so it has like pretty much everything. All the jellies, the ube, everything is here. So you gotta dig deep and go get all the ingredients up. The jellies, the condensed milk. Oh, this is so good. especially on a day like this. I mean, it may not look it because the sun is hiding, but wow, the humidity is like double of yesterday. I actually don't have a lot of time this morning. There's somewhere else I need to be soon, so this is pretty much all the stuff I can try at the Sunday market. But last 2 days, these markets are such a fun time. Walk around, there's different vendors selling all sorts of different foods from around the world. Everybody is super friendly. I think yesterday though was definitely a better day to be walking around than today. But yeah, definitely glad I was able to make it out to both of the markets. I'd never been to these markets before. This is something I'll definitely come back to. Good morning. Welcome to another glorious food day here in Manila. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning, I think. Let's go grab some breakfast. And today's breakfast is gonna be some bulalo. This place smells great. So there's special bulalo, regular bulalo, bulalo steak, crispy bulalo, what? There's also noodles, pork adobo. There's a lot of good looking stuff here. This juicy lemon drink is actually really, really good. It's like a less sweet Mountain Dew. I have no idea where I am right now, but this looks like it's gonna be a phenomenal place. Never had crispy bulalo before. Actually, only had bulalo once since I got here. So the special bulalo comes in a very light bowl of beef soup with little greens floating on top. And look at this, look at how big this bone is. Look how big the marrow is inside. Ginormous piece of marrow and big chunks of beef floating inside as well. I think I'm gonna take the marrow and put it on my rice. My crispy bulalo is here as well. This thing looks beautiful. Splash of calamansi juice and a splash of calamansi juice in my soup as well. Oh, this looks so great. Woo! One sip and I feel like I just applied lip balm. Oh, there's so much good fat in this soup. Oh, this is delicious. Very beefy, but also incredibly light. Especially when you take a spoonful of soup with some marrow inside. Then the soup becomes a little richer, fattier, more flavor. Put my marrow on top of my rice. A little sauce on this as well. That is some pure melt in your mouth beefy flavor. This is just the most ultimate bone marrow rice. You gotta take a little bite of chilies. Cut down the richness. Ooh, it adds a lot of punch to that marrow as well. This soup is so good. Take my rice, just dunk it in my soup. It's so freaking delicious. It's so light and beefy. This tastes very, very healthy for you too. Beef is delicious. It's got a good chew to it. The flavor's awesome. This is such a nice breakfast right here. Okay, I can't wait to try this. This just looks ridiculous. Crispy bulalo. Look at that toasty fat inside this beef. And this thing is super toasty. Dunk it in my sauce a little bit. Oh yeah. This is flipping awesome. Super crispy pieces of beef. That's such a nice texture on the outside. I feel like if I just got the crispy bulalo, it's gonna be good, but I think with the crispy bulalo and the special bulalo with the soup together, incredible, because this is gonna be a little more rich. Let that flavor sit in your mouth, wash it down with some soup. Also the crispy version is so tender. The beef just easily falls apart, and this is the best part right here. The fried bone marrow. Wow, put that in the sauce. Add a little bit of rice to it. This is breakfast right here. Bone marrow rice in the morning. It really doesn't get much better than that. Oh, so good. Oh, that was awesome breakfast. The next place I'm going to is actually right down the street. Jolly Dopey. Check this place out. This place has a bit of everything. Chicken cordon bleu, home-style chicken. Of course, you got the traditional Filipino breakfast items like longanisa, tapa, there's waffle, there's pancakes, there's tacos. Let's see what they're known for. Let me ask them what they recommend. So I got some fresh calamansi juice. And they gave me like a little cup of syrup to adjust the sweetness levels. Wow, it's like fresh lemonade. This plate looks beautiful. Garlic rice, fried egg. The beef looks absolutely scrumptious, and you get a little brownie. Wow, delicious. Oh, this garlic rice is absolutely perfection. This is one of the best garlic rice I've had in the Philippines. After taking a bite, even as I was describing them, my mouth was salivating. Oh my gosh. Yummy. This is a phenomenal breakfast plate. The egg is perfect. The beef is chewy, sweet, a little smoky, ultra flavorful. The tapa is good, the egg is good. The rice is so good. This is the most ultimate steak and eggs. This dish is nice and rich. Actually goes really, really well with the calamansi juice. I also got this. I'm really excited for this. This is Pancit bihon. Bihon, of course, is the thin glass noodles. Looks like little bits of meat in here as well. Some liver, it looks like. I love everything about it. I love the wok. The vegetables are nice. They added some green beans, some lettuce, some carrots in here. This thing with a little bit of calamansi juice is so bright and vibrant. This is a really good restaurant. It's open super early too. I think breakfast in the Philippines, it's never boring. There's so many places that's open early or open 24 hours. You can always find somewhere delicious to go. And right now I am at Ugbo Street, where there's a night market pretty much every night. And it took me like an hour and a half to get here, but there's so many food vendors at this place. Wow. There's everything from Korean corn dogs to shawarma to local Filipino dishes. There's pizza, there's lechon, there's people selling snacks and toys. This is a really cool night market. And besides the little stalls, there's tons of restaurants on the side as well. Oh, look at this. Like seafood noodles. Oh, this stuff seems to be really popular. Some barbecue. Oh my gosh, look at this. Looks like a grilled balut. That is gnarly. I think that's the whole street. It spans about 4 to 5 blocks. There's a lot of stuff. Oh man, I don't even know how to decide because there's so many like these restaurant stalls on the side of the streets as well. All right, I'm starving, so let's start eating. Starting the night with some freshly grilled scallops and grilled oysters. They only sell this at like 20 pieces at a time, so I got like 40 pieces of shellfish. And they give you little spoons to eat it with, and the scallops is cooked with some cheese sauce and scallions. You know what? This is awesome. These actually taste like really fresh baked scallops. Some of these scallops have nice roll attached to them as well, so it's nice and creamy. I don't think I've ever had shellfish grilled with scallions before, but this is just delightful. Super, super tender scallops. That's so nice. It's smoky. It's grilled perfectly. The cheese sauce is awesome. Doesn't cover up the nice, sweet, delicate flavor of the scallops. That's really good. These are really good grilled oysters. The scallion is awesome. Cheese sauce is good. A little crispy onions on top as well. Also, there's a little heat in the sauce as well. That's delightful. That's so good. Yeah, 40 of these. They go down super easy. This is such a busy night market. Wow, this cheesy corn looks outrageous. I managed to snag some cheesy corn that looks really good. There were like 2 stalls selling it. One of them looked kind of cooler, but the other one didn't really have any customers, so I went to the other one. Cheesy corn, interesting. This is really good. The corn is snappy and sweet, buttery and cheesy at the same time. This is like almost like a corn soup. That's so good. Like really, really good. It's kind of like a soupy elote. I had to get out of the market, so I came to this little halo restaurant. Aline Consuelo's Original halo halo. This is the special halo halo with everything. Ube ice cream, jackfruit, flan, coconut it looks like. It's definitely hard to mix because this is overflowing with ingredients. That's delicious. Wow, it was so hot walking through that market. Wow, this is definitely needed. That's really cool, this whole restaurant. All they do is sell halo halo. I ate a little bit of it. I'm gonna try to mix the remaining ingredients. Halo halo, to me, is one of the most perfect desserts on this planet. There's so many ingredients in here. It's got so much going on. Plus, when you're walking around the Philippines, you're sweating in like 2 minutes. And this thing just starts cooling you down from the inside. I had like 2 items from that market, and I'm a little afraid to go back. You barely walk through that thing. That might be one of the most crowded markets I've ever trekked through. Still hungry though, so let's see what else is around here. So this fried rice stall, I've been smelling this all evening. Finally, I was able to grab a fried rice. And apparently they make their own siomai here. So I got some of that as well. Look at this, super thin skin siomai. Oh, dipping sauce in here. Huh, that's pretty good. This is a pretty ginormous siomai. Stuffed with meat. The skin is very, very thin. It's pretty spicy. Fried rice is awesome. This thing definitely just came out of the wok. Piping hot, taste the wok. This is way more flavorful than a typical fried rice. Little vinegary element to this fried rice. This siomai is gigantic. Dipping sauce is really, really good. It's super garlicky and spicy. Usually I don't like carb on carb, but this actually goes pretty well with the rice. It's super tasty. This is definitely one of those times where following my nose 100% paid off. Usually you end the meal with halo halo, but that was a nice break. Definitely cooled me down a whole bunch. Oh, it's a pretty good meal. Oh, check this out. Fresh veggie lumpia. That's what's good. All right, at the edge of the night market, I saw this gentleman grilling whole catfish. That smells so good. Looks like the fish has lemongrass and herbs inside. Let's get one of these. Oh, that's it right there. That looks tremendous. Thank you.
Welcome.
Look at this, whole ginormous catfish. Oh, this feels, oh man, this is tender. This is really tender, holy moly. Burning hot too. Woo. Look at that juicy, juicy catfish. Holy moly. Look at the herbs, the lemongrass inside the fish. Dunk it in the dipping sauce a little bit. Oh man, amazing. That's a 10 out of 10 grilled catfish. This thing is all sorts of juicy. The skin is nice and crispy. Dipping sauce, vinegary, a little spice, a little sweet. Oh my God, that's so good. Every bite you can taste that nice aroma from the herbs inside the fish as well. No joke, come visit this place. I'm sure if he had a stall inside the market, there'll be a line for sure. This is just crazy good. Seriously, 10 out of 10. Probably one of the best fish I had in the Philippines. The skin is like a chip. It's so crispy. The contrast between ultra crispy skin and the tender juicy meat is breathtaking. I can't believe how good this is. You know, I'm just gonna take a bite of my lumpia too. Since I didn't get any rice, I'm just gonna use my lumpia as rice to eat with the fish. Fresh lumpia. That's so good too. Actually, let me add some of the sauce to the lumpia and try this again. The wrapper is so chewy, vegetables crispy. I think it goes really well with the fish. You gotta come and try this. It's called Black West Sarong Hito, fresh catfish. It's amazing. This fish has made my night. And whole fish, only around $3. Trust me, this is better than any catfish you'll ever eat in your life. incredible. And I think that pretty much wraps up my street food adventure here in Manila. Been through several days of just eating around Manila, just going to street food places I've never been before. There's still so much to explore, but every time I do it, it's always a phenomenal time for me. And as always, all the places I went to list down below for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Till we eat again. See you later.